Hi everyone, it's Saturday night, the 27th of June, and day 179 of Living the Dream. My power statement for today said I will focus more intensely on how I prioritize my to-do list each morning so that I can better manage the tasks I absolutely need to get done in order to push my Living the Dream business forward and do it faster and faster and faster. My fun task for today was to do a few more Marco Polo calls to some of my family members. I sent one or two of my Marco Polos to my 5 sisters. Also sent one to my son Zed. I'm sure I'll be hearing back to them, at least that's my hope, because I want to connect with them each month at the worst and maybe even once a week. We'll see how it goes. At least that's what I'm hoping for. In addition to my fun task, I had my exciting task to do today, which was to finish the last 2 worksheets that I've been working, and so I can take a look at that stack of worksheets and say, done. Well, anyhow, here's what I'm going to go through with you. Here's a 2-page thing that you can see that it's business coaching competitors, and I've got several notes there, and I did some more and wrote down the websites for each one of these 6 and some notes on them, what they charge, some of their differentiators, that kind of thing. I wrote that down, and so I was able to finish my founding story. It's an outline. You can see the handwritten things on that question, and then there was more notes, and I looked on that, got that done, which led to being able to do this, my competition stats chart. Now, the reason why I go scribbly lines like that going through it is because there's not miles away. They're all across the country because every one of them do websites. You can do it by a Zoom call, and so that's what they're doing. And I show their pricing matched up to my pricing. So I had 5 of those, got that done, and then I did this SWOT one with the notes down below on that. And that all led to being able to do this particular one, which is my value proposition worksheet. It has some notes on it to prompt me, but I answered that question right there at the bottom. You can see that. And then I answered the questions there and there and there, all related to my business, and I really was able to come up with what I thought was a good value proposition to start out with. Why I'm better than the competition. Using the Dream Coaching for beginner entrepreneurs, 12 sequential steps and lessons to help the beginner entrepreneur start, develop, and launch their businesses successfully. That's what I do. I learned how to I'm going to have to type this out so I can read it better. But anyhow, I got them done, and I'll read it once I've got that all typed out. So that's done. And then this one here, answered the unique questions from that. I put them here and answered these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. So I'm going to get that typed out. That's what I have written down here on this sticky. So I'm going to have that ready to go, and I'll upload that to my Google account. So man, done. Now, here's my to-do list for today, right here. There were 1, 2, 3 yellow tasks to do, my Marco Polo fun task, and my do up the notes, exciting situation that I just did there, checked my account, checked my emails. I finished the Becca task I had with the Excel sheet, got it to her and her attorney. And the last one is the important task was to finish those darn worksheets. So, Saturday, bam, done. I'm so close to being ready to run my focus group beta test ad for getting participants. I'm hoping I will get the remaining things done on Monday and Tuesday, because tomorrow is my sharp on the saw day. And so I'm going to try to get those done on Monday or Tuesday next week so that I can run that ad. But we'll see. Maybe it'll get it done by Friday. Anyhow, next Troy says, get honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Did for a Saturday. I stayed up a little bit late on Friday night with a date night, so about 7 o'clock I got up. So that's still early for a Saturday. Did you start your morning with power? Win the morning, win the day. Power, power, power. Were you productive throughout your day? Yeah, absolutely. You just saw all of that. Did you get the most important things done through the portal of your mind into the world of the physical? Check. Did you move your goals forward? Yes, I did. Did you show up as the person you wanted to be today? I did. Kathleen had some things she wanted to get done. I got a lot of things I want to get done. Then we had a nice evening together. We were present for each other throughout the day, so that was good. After I answer these questions, I always like to ask myself this get honest with yourself question, which says, were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? Did you keep your commitments and promises that you made this morning? Well, I set the goal of finishing the worksheets, like I said, by the end of the day today, and I really didn't promise myself that I would do pretty much anything else, except I did finish a few other lesser important tasks on the list as well, as I showed you, such as the Marco Polo calls and etc. So yes, I kept my promises that I made to myself. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your two amigos went out there and brought onto the screen of your mind during the day today? In other words, did you make any new movies, produce any new movies today? And if so, what were they about? Well, this morning I watched my favorite 5 movies, and I pre-played finishing my worksheets and showing them to my bigger beginner entrepreneur clients as part of my coaching, that kind of thing. So that's great. I saw them onto the Google Docs page so they can go in and look at those. And so, like I said, as I get closer and closer and closer to actually doing the beta test, these mental movies are starting to take over my mind a lot. It's so exciting. It's going to be exciting to see how it really turns out for real into the world of the physical. Next, Corey asked, was there anything that didn't go well today, Marty? In other words, was there one thing you could have done better? What would that one thing be that would make all the difference going forward? And another way to say it, he says, is what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow? Even your day went sideways doing it, but you'd still feel like a success because you got it done. What would that one thing be? And once you've decided what it is, turn it into a power statement for tomorrow and going forward so you can start your day strong and every other day strong. Well, I think the one thing that will make a difference going forward, a big difference going forward, that I can put into a power statement for tomorrow, this is what I wrote down. I will work furiously this coming week in order to finish everything I need to get done so I can launch the beta test focus group ad for getting those 10 focus group participants that I need to have so I can get that check done on that task. That's it, period. I'm locked in with laser beam intensity. I want to be resolute in getting that done to finish everything I need to get done so I'm ready to launch that ad. And hopefully by the 1st of July, I'll be ready to do it. Maybe it'll be as much as Friday, but hopefully before the week's out next week. Done. Next query is, were there any mistakes or failures I had or made that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, 3 P's tool of success is what next week is going to be about. Prioritize, prioritize, prioritize. That's what I mean by the 3 P's. I may find myself getting behind on other tasks, but that's okay. I'm laser focused and resolute to getting that ad out there. I have to get things done so I can start coaching sooner than later. And doing this focus group is really important for me to finish it so I can teach it to my clients and not be a fraud. I want to have the music behind my words because I'm doing and have done everything I asked them to do. Period. The next item is to rate my day's effort. I gave today another 9. I say 9 because I worked at the speed of 9 today and finished everything I had on my list of to-dos. And I felt like I really accomplished something. Feels so great. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. Once again, I want to say that I'm grateful for gift cards. Let me set this aside here and show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. Here, DoorDash, a gift card here. It's always a surprise to me how often I find myself wanting to get fast food, and sure enough, I'm given a gift card for it. Here's one that I got that I just showed you of my daughter who gave it to me for Father's Day. I just set it under the desk, and here it was for a few days since Father's Day. And later on, I wanted to go out to dinner, not have Kathleen make dinner and stand and do that. Bam, it was there to do. I can order a meal, and they will deliver it free of charge to me. That's a gift. Thanks, Michelle. I sure love you, sweetheart. Next, I'm grateful for the law of success called mindset. The problem with most people's mindset is that it's negative and limiting. I've talked about this several times. The good news is you can change your mindset. I can change my mindset. You can change your mindset. That is what I will be centering my coaching on, is the success mentality. Author Carol Dweck, in her best-selling book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, points out that there are 2 types of mindsets, fixed and growth. A fixed mindset is one where you have concrete beliefs about yourself. Someone with a fixed mindset came up with and now clings to their story about their childhood, and it hasn't changed much over many, many years. That's a fixed mindset. Some folks believe that they aren't good at public speaking, for example, math or writing, just because they struggled with those subjects in school as a child. So when something goes wrong, the common thought, there's that T on the CT FAR, the thought for someone with a fixed mindset is, what an idiot. I knew I wasn't any good at that. Or, well, that just confirmed what I already knew. I won't be doing that again. Having a fixed mindset just reinforces negative thoughts and attitudes, or what I call your mapping, the mental pathways that you laid down during your youth or your earlier years, which often sabotages us from reaching our full potential. A growth mindset, on the other hand, is exactly the opposite of the fixed mindset. With the growth mindset, you believe anything is possible, but don't confuse this with being delusional. Don't confuse the two. For example, say you're a 5'10", 54-year-old. Likelihood of you playing in the NBA is pretty much delusional, right? A growth mindset is more of the way you think about and approach problems. Let me say that again. A growth mindset is more of the way you think about and approach your problems. Let's go back to the issue of not being a good public speaker. When things go wrong, instead of telling yourself that you have never been good at public speaking and never will be, a person with a growth mindset will analyze what went wrong, and then they come up with the solution to make it better next time. Remember the CT-FAR model? It's all in our thoughts and managing those thoughts, feelings, and actions and results against that circumstance. For instance, they may take a class on public speaking at their local community college or join the Toastmasters organization. Whatever it is, they don't look at failure as an insurmountable roadblock. To these growth mindset-oriented people, this kind of challenge is simply a minor detour on the road to their destination. That's the power of right thinking, of our mapping. Next, I'm grateful for the principle that says your environment is another important factor that shapes how you will achieve your full potential. Just like the computer programmer I talked about a couple nights ago, you can have the potential to be the greatest composer since Beethoven, but if you had no access to music or you came from a family that didn't value that skill set, it's unlikely that you would fulfill your potential in that area, unless you choose to change your environment or how you look at your environment. Choose to make your past environment stories be the stuff you use to motivate you, to push you to bigger and better things. Again, that thinking. Environment, like our associations, and the power of associations, can play a huge role in your living the dream journey. You choose whether that environment is a sabotager or an enhancer, a motivator. I look forward to tomorrow night. It's going to be a great day tomorrow, and I look forward to being right back here to share my story of living my dream. So until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.